it's really one emphatic message, Simon, that they're sending out to the rest once again, isn't it?
I suppose so. In media parlance, they're sending a message to the rest. In Man City's world, they're doing what they should be doing. They're an elite football team. They've had an adverse situation, which is losing the Champions League semi-final and the snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And what real winners do is they don't capitulate.
That's right.
They don't use it as an excuse.
That's right.
They grasp the nettle and they go, right, come on then, let's have a look at what we are really about. And what they've done is they've gone and beaten two sides that have little skin in the game. In terms of Newcastle have done their job. No one wants to get beat 5 at home, right? So let's not diminish Wolves or diminish Man City by association. What Man City have done is just set down their stall and said, right, we've lost the Champions League, next.
Yes.
And that's what it should be about. That's what real winners look like. People of real substance go, we had adversity, we know we did it to ourselves in parts, but we're not going to allow this to mentally unravel us. We're just going to do what we do.
Yes.
We're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
And here it is, the living proof of it. So, two results. Kevin De Bruyne, we know what Kevin De Bruyne is. He's an outstanding midfield player. They've got an outstanding group of players. They're doing what an outstanding group of players should do.
Sure.
And what an outstanding team should look like.
Do you remember, I was in Brussels about a couple of years back, and you were on the following day when I was back here with you. And I'd met up with De Bruyne's father.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
And Kevin De Bruyne's father, Herwig De Bruyne, was saying, we cannot tell you how proud we are of our boy. Just the way he goes about it, the way he plays football, the way he approaches life as a professional footballer. And it's not hard to see why. This guy's an absolute standout. And Simon, when you think of it, and we'll just put him in with another two, who would your 1, 2, 3 be in terms of all-time top midfield players? Let's throw him in with Frank Lampard. Let's throw him in with Steven Gerrard. Kevin De Bruyne, where is he? Is he 1, 2 or 3 in that company? Is it De Bruyne, Lampard and Gerrard? Is it Lampard, De Bruyne and Gerrard? Is it Gerrard, Lampard and De Bruyne? What would your 1, 2, 3 be? Get in touch, 810 89. As for Kevin himself, he just loves playing in the City side.
That's why I've been here for so long, and I signed a new contract last year with them, because I enjoy my time and I enjoy the style of playing. You know, obviously everybody tries to win titles and games, but also the way of playing I enjoy, and got another 3 years, so that's going to make it 10. 10 is a long time at the club, so I'm just happy with the way the team is playing, and I feel comfortable, so I think that's also very important.
And he's beautifully understated as well. Simon, we talk a lot about what players earn. Yep. Here's a guy who negotiated his own deal, reportedly, and he's on 375 grand a week. Does he come into a category of, do you know what, he's worth it?
No, I don't think any footballer's worth £22 million a year or whatever it is. But I do think if we're going to look at the dysfunctional world of football finances, then you have to say, I suppose, on the converse, yeah, look, I mean, this is the world that we live in. Whether we agree with the fact that a footballer should be getting £22 million a year, £66 million for the next 3 years, you look at it and go, come on, let's get some context here. But on the other side of the argument, if people are prepared to pay that money and the marketplace is flooded with people that are getting £250,000 a week, £300,000 a week over here for Jadon Sancho, as a deliverer of outcomes, difficult to argue against.
Yeah.
Difficult to argue against. It does sort of stick with me, and I try to get some sort of. I get weary of the conversation where I seem to be constantly pushing back against players' wages, but I do find it challenging because I find it difficult to find a justification for the level of salaries that they're at. Besides, people are prepared to pay it, and I guess that's the only justification.
Yeah. Simon, do you know what's incredible? Manchester City have scored 94 goals in 36 Premier League games without an A-list centre-forward. This is before Haaland arrives.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's an argument to be said, and I know people say, well, hold on, you lost that Champions League semi-final. An argument to be said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And you might find yourself in a situation where you are not scoring more goals next year because your style of play is adapted, and you score the same amount of goals, just having a different focal point. But notwithstanding that, I still expect Haaland to come in and be a revelation.
Sure thing.
He wants to be anyway, doesn't he?
He wants to be. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely right.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.